Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Founders Friday here at Azure. We have a lot of fun things to go over. It's been a very eventful fall. So I'll just jump right in. One thing I want to let everybody know is I've been mentioning and we've been talking about the supplement line for a while, and why, and all the great things about the AzureWell line of supplements. I just want to let everybody know they are now in. You can order them right now. They're ready to ship. They're all out. About 60 different ones right now. We will over time add to that, but we're really excited to have this the whole supplement line really it came together really nicely. I mean, everything's kind of come in just this last week, and just perfect launch. Just a little secret though, they will be on sale for December, so we will be running that promo coming up, but they're ready now. So if you want to get some of the best supplements ever, we're ready to go. Another really cool thing, the new Azure Warehouse Edition is finally up, inspected, and signed off, and we're ready to go. We don't quite have everything in there. We'll probably do that during our week off during Christmas, which I do want to mention to everybody. Please note that way back at the beginning of last year, we scheduled a week off during Christmas break, and so everybody's order will be a 5-week spread, anything basically after Christmas. So instead of being 4 weeks in between orders, it will be 5 weeks. And the reason for that is that we basically didn't do any picking, deliveries, or anything for that week. So we can actually move everything into the new warehouse, create the locations, and all the stuff that we have to do to be able to pick efficiently. And we didn't want to try to, as my project manager says, we didn't really want to lay the track right in front of the moving train. So we shut down for that week. It's been scheduled from basically for 8 months already. But I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention. But we are really excited to be into the new warehouse, have the extra space. I'm hoping that we can reduce our out of stock rate by doing that, and also over time bring in some other really cool new items that we actually have space to have. We've had to limit everything so carefully because the warehouse is just bulging at the seams. So the new expansion on the warehouse is pretty much double the size of it, almost, not quite, but almost double the size of the warehouse. And so it's really exciting for our team. And that's our goal, is to get that actually used and going during that week off that we scheduled right around Christmas time. So thank you everybody for your understanding on that, and we will do our best to make it worth it in the long run here. Another exciting thing I wanted to bring to everybody's attention is we have a huge amount of the transitional pairs still. We did the Bartlett pairs; those are pretty much gone. But the D'Angelo pairs now, which is actually by far my favorite pair. Bartlett's the best like for canning and stuff like that. The D'Angelo is the best eating pear out there, and it works good for pear butter and stuff as well. But as far as eating pears, baked pears, any of that kind of, hey, if you haven't enjoyed a pan of baked pears, you're missing out. There's nothing quite as good as that. I mean, that's kind of like, the ultimate dessert, at least in our house. So anyway, but D'Angelo pears, they keep quite a bit longer. They pick later, and they keep quite a bit longer than the Bartlett pears. So we should have those for the next 6 or 8 weeks. But it is really exciting, and we have them in red and green. Had several people ask, what's the difference between red and green? Really, taste-wise, nothing. They taste pretty much exactly the same. The red ones just, kind of have a red skin. So they look, they kind of look cool with the red skin. And the green ones, of course, have a green skin, or kind of a greenish yellow skin, really. So just bringing that to your attention. Hey, we've got a great deal on these transitional Bartletts. I don't know that, it'll probably ever happen again, that we have such an excess of one fruit that we're able to sell it at a really good price. But this year, we've had that on 3 different things with this transitional stuff. We had it with the cherries, the Bartletts, and now the D'Angelo pears. So pick up, enjoy D'Angelo pears. It's they're wonderful quality at a very very reasonable price. So, and they're had organic practices for 2 years. There's still 1 more year that they'll be transitional at that orchard, and then we'll be able to be certified organic. And then, hey, I want to just kind of express how grateful we are for all the wonderful things that have happened this year. I've been reciting a few of them, getting the new warehouse in. Azure has had a great year. We've been able to move forward at a very good and controlled pace. It's been wonderful. A great year. We've had bountiful harvests. Probably some of the most bountiful harvests I remember on Azure Farm. Almost in every category. I mean, there's a couple exceptions to that, but for the most part, almost every product had bountiful harvests, which has been amazing. I don't, haven't seen that. I really have never seen anything quite like it, with as wide a spread bountiful harvest as we've had this year throughout, the entire Azure Farm. And I really feel, hey, it's a wonderful blessing, and we're trying to share as much of that with you as we can. There's still a lot of Azure apples available, as well as all the pears that I was mentioning a moment ago. But there's all the different specialty varieties of apples that are really cool. Obviously the Galas and the Fujis that are the standby, but we've got some other cool apples going on. Braeburns and Cameos and Jonagolds, and we even have some Spitzenbergs and Grannies and Delicious. All the different kinds of apples. Right now they're all kind of hitting at once, and some of those more specialty varieties will run out relatively quickly. We won't be into Spitzenbergs and some of those for very long. We should have Fujis and some of those for a few months, but some of the specialty varieties they're not gonna last very long. I mean, they'll keep, but they'll sell out pretty fast because there's not near as many of them, and folks like to try unique things, and me too. I really like to do that. But while we're thinking about the gratefulness for the great harvest, for the great year, I really do want to just wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving, to have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family, your friends. And Thanksgiving is one of those great holidays where we celebrate about family and friends and food. And there's not much better than the family, friends, and food, and really bringing that together in with an attitude of gratitude, being grateful for what we've been given, what God's given us, what nature has provided, what the blessings that we have in our life. It's not very often that we really dedicate a day to remembering those blessings and increasing the blessings with the the addition of the family and friends and great food. It's always, always a great part of Thanksgiving. So wonderful Thanksgiving. And I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up on something that we're going to do this year. I've never really done it before. And it's more as our gratitude to all of you, our customers. But I've been asked a lot of times, hey, how come the bulk staples that we fill our pantry with never come on sale? And I say, well, normally we price those things so that we don't necessarily run them on sale. These are pantry staples. We don't put them on sale because we price them based on, the price in the marketplace, and we try to give you a great deal all the time. But what we're going to do, just as a gratitude, and it maybe, may not be the best business decision I've ever made, but we're going to send out an email probably right after Thanksgiving. Look for it the week or so after Thanksgiving. And we're going to put a whole bunch of those, probably 1,000 or more items, on sale for a very limited time, for like 1 week. And you'll have the ability to go in there and grab those things on sale, put them in your cart as long as you check out. And of course, you can continue to add products to your checked out cart as much as you want. Just don't change the quantity on one of these sale items or delete it because you won't get it the second time around. Put in whatever you want during that week, and there will be a whole bunch of things that are pantry staples that have probably never been on sale in the entire history of Azure that will be on one little quick sale. And it's our way of saying thank you, gratitude, and to push a few of these things out into December, which December here traditionally at Azure is one of the lightest months. November is one of the heaviest. So pushing a little bit of evening that out a little bit and giving everyone the opportunity to refill your pantry. There's never been a better time to refill your pantry than this sale will provide. And hey, there's no time like now to make sure our pantries are stocked up. I've realized every day how important it is to have a well-stocked pantry so we can feed our families healthy. Even at our house, we're only a little ways from the warehouse, but we have a pantry at our house because it's so important to have that all the ingredients that you need to make whatever we want to make today. The ingredients are going to be there because the pantry is stocked, and there's nothing better than being completely sufficient for the day. No running down to the store today because we have a well-stocked pantry. So I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention. It's a little bit of a sneak preview. Marketing didn't want to give us too much advance notice, but I will let you know, hey, watch for the email. There'll be a link in the email to get to these special promos, and we'll send it out to everybody. Hopefully right, within a week or so after Thanksgiving. As soon as we can stabilize again and get everything together and worked out, it's going to be really fun. I'm excited to do that. And also remember, during December, the new Azure supplement lines will be on sale. Probably, maybe the only time we run them on sale. Most of those are pretty restricted. We have to be very careful with the map pricing that we give to stores and practitioners and all this stuff. But since it really isn't all the way, we don't have much of that going on yet, which we hopefully will in the next couple months. But for the month of December, it's on sale. It's all you guys. So thank you, and make it a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. We give you blessings from the Azure family to your family, and we wish you the greatest season ever.